Peter, this is the first episode of Coffee with the Captain. Let's start with you telling us, you said earlier that you're a big coffee drinker.
Yeah, I especially in the morning now, I have a tough time if I drink it in the afternoon, so I try to take advantage of it during the morning hours, but it's part of the routine coming to the rink and having a coffee. I think most of the guys do that, and it's comforting. It's something I look forward to in the mornings, and before we start working, enjoying a cup of coffee, usually taping my stick and just kind of getting ready mentally for the day.
It's almost 20 games played now in the season. How do you think the first part of the season has gone for the team?
I think it's been a little up and down, and obviously in the standings we're not quite where we want to be. But we've also played a couple of games fewer than other teams. But I think the play has been a little up and down. I think the start was rough for us. We didn't play the way we wanted to. But I think we've kind of turned it around, and now we're on the right track. And I think we're playing the way we're supposed to, with a lot of team effort, defense first. I think we see a lot of things in our game that's positive, that we can use moving forward. So hopefully we're on the right track here. Still a long ways to go. But I think the most important is the way we're playing, and the structure we have in our game is the right one.
A lot of fans were worried after the first games when the team played tough teams but ended up in losses. Was there ever a doubt in your mind in here in the room that it's gonna be tough this year?
No, we knew it's gonna be a tough season. It is. The league is getting so much closer, especially with teams disappearing. There used to be easier games, but now there's no easy games anymore. It's down to fewer teams, so every team is good now. There's good players on every team, so there's no easy games, whether it's home or on the road. So it's going to be harder, and it's going to be more even. Everybody, you can see a few years back, the top teams wouldn't lose any games, but now everybody's is losing to everybody. So I think it's fun. It's fun to be a part of because everybody has a chance now. But I was never worried that we weren't going to get it fixed. But we also knew at the time that we had to change something, and I think we did. We had a few meetings, and we had a few conversations in here, and kind of got things turned around. And I think we started playing better and started playing the right way. And like I said, I think we're on the right track here.
Injuries are a part of the game. There's been a few now. How does that affect the mood here?
It doesn't. Obviously, it's you feel bad for the guys going down, especially the guys, because it's been a couple long-term ones, and that's tough for guys individual when you get hurt to be out that long. So you feel bad for them, but at the same time, the season just moves on and games comes quick, and you have to figure out a way to get by it. So I don't think it's ever been a distraction in here, and so far we've had enough guys that we have had a full lineup. So it's an opportunity for somebody else, and it's not something that's been a theme at all.
Well, it's a really hectic schedule now before the November break. How do you see this stretch?
It's gonna. I think every year it's. Until you hit that November break, it's kind of a grind. There's a lot of games, and it's the same for us. It hasn't been too bad because we've played a few games less than everybody else. But we know this stretch is important. We want to go into that November break being in a good spot in the standings, but also playing wise. And now we have to take care of business here the last couple of weeks.